relations, girls from many nations. I've made passes and women of all classes. Just because you're gay, I won't turn you away. If you stick around, surely we can find some common ground. Sexuality, yeah. Young and woman, wild and free. Sexuality, your laws do not apply to me. A nuclear submarine sinks off the coast of Sweden. Headlines give me headaches when I read them. I had an uncle who once played the Red Star Belgrade. He said some things are really best left unspoken. I've left your auntie and I've run off with the postman. Sexuality, why not? Young and woman, wild and free. Sexuality, your laws do not apply to me. Sexuality, don't threaten me with misery. Sexuality, I demand your honesty. I'm sure that everybody knows how much my body hates me. It lets me down most every time, makes me rash and hasty. I feel a total jerk before your naked body of work. I'm getting way down with all this information. Yeah, alright. Safe sex doesn't mean no sex, it just means use your imagination. Stop playing with yourselves in single currency hotels. I look like Robert De Niro, I drive a Mitsubishi Pajero. That's me, sexuality. Young and woman, wild and free. Sexuality, your lies do not apply to me. Sexuality, come eat and drink and sleep with me. Sexuality, we can be what we wanna be. The highlight of our North American 7-week on a tour bus North American tour was undoubtedly the gig in Calgary, because it was the day that Margaret Thatcher died. And yeah, it was one of those days where we got there the night before, and I thought the new album had just gone into the Americana charts. And in Calgary, it's like the Texas of the North. There's loads of shops that sell cowboy shirts with pearl snaps on. So I thought, well, I'll go out and buy some pearl snap shirts to celebrate. I'll roll into the sound check about 4 o'clock, you know, nice easy day. I'll go down to the coffee shop, glom on the free email. I wake up, it's fucking snowed. This is like April and it's snowed. So I managed to get to the coffee shop. My RM Williams get me through, and I'm in the queue, haven't had my coffee. I'm glom onto the internet, and all of a sudden my inbox goes. What's all this about? And the top one says, it's from my office, it says, what are we going to do about Margaret Thatcher? And I think to myself, she's not going on the fucking guest list. I don't care who she... I open it up and there's the news, and now I'm at the front of the queue, and I say to the young woman behind the counter, Margaret Thatcher's dead. And she says to me, Margaret Thatcher's alive? And the guy behind her wants his coffee, says apparently not anymore. So she gives me the coffee, and I'm like trying to take this in, and I sit down and I'm like looking at, you know, checking my Twitter and Facebook just to see if it's true. Obviously, that's where you look. And you know, I think I better post something, because Calgary's like 7 hours behind London. people are going to think I'm fucking dead as well if I haven't commented. So I just say, in Calgary, it snowed. I'm going out looking for pearl snap shirts, and Margaret Thatcher's dead. So at least I've said something. I'll wait. A few hours later, I come up with some cobblers that I posted that was a bit more thought out. But that night in the Calgary Herald, the local newspaper, on their website, there was a headline: Billy Bragg reflects on the death of Margaret Thatcher while shopping for pearl snap shirts in Calgary. And I mean, they say in the news, the new news media, an angle is everything, but give me a break. And then the phone starts going, it's ABC, American Broadcasting, can I come and make a comment? I'm like, oh yeah, I suppose so. And it goes, it's BBC, can I come? Yeah, okay. And it's CBC, Canadian Broad. I'm like, fuck this. I'm switching off, it's all DBC, EBC, FBC, and all the fucking rest of them get on this. And then I had to put up with the Americans and the Canadians fucking love Margaret Thatcher. I think she was brilliant. And exactly, that's what I thought, exactly. And they were going on about how fabulous she was, and I thought, well, shall I tell them or shall I just let them, what should I sort of get stuck in there? But you have to remember, the thing you have to remember about Thatcher is that, they felt that she was the most popular Prime Minister, the best Prime Minister Britain ever had. But her own party threw her out. Her own cabinet stabbed her in the back and chucked her out at number 10 Downing Street. Those same bastards who were sitting in the Abbey looking all sad-faced during the funeral, they came to the same conclusion that we'd come to years before, which was that Margaret Thatcher was the most divisive Prime Minister that our country had ever had. And I had to sort of gently break that to the Canadians several times an evening.